In another dimension, similar to our own, this channel is a gaming channel. Would you dare consider the possibilities?
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Yeah. Ah! Woo! Yes! That's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah, I hear you next time. Look at that. Watch it again. Yeah. Booyah! Boom. Move around. What are you doing? That was me. Let's go. Boom. But see, I'm not a gamer. Not really. I mean, I was when I was a kid. I mean, the best I can do is pretend I'm a gamer with these headphones that don't even really have one of those microphone thingies on it. My son loves gaming. I mean, he absolutely loves it. Actually, this is from his gaming world. But there's a discussion right now about gaming and how gaming might be affecting young people. This discussion's been around since I was, on the old Nintendo. Besides, if I was a gamer, my games would look something more like this.
So no, this channel isn't turning into a gaming channel anytime soon in any universe or parallel dimension, but you'd be mistaken if you think gaming is a complete waste of time. See these guys? They've made millions gaming. In case you've been living under a rock, the gaming industry is huge. It's currently worth about $120 billion, and there doesn't seem to be an end to its growth. But first, let's get this out of the way. If you're new to my channel, we're normally an outdoors channel. We run around the mountains or somewhere in nature, and I'm normally waxing strong and poetic about things I'm capturing on video. But every now and then, I make videos like this that are completely off-brand because I want to, or because I'm not able to make my normal videos for unforeseen circumstances, forcing me to become more creative and do something different. But this time, it's because I want to, and not because I have to, because it's a real interesting topic. My experience with video games ended with Madden 94 for Sega. Yeah. When I was growing up, you weren't supposed to play video games as an adult, except every now and then with your kids or something. No, that wasn't a rule or anything. In fact, it was when I was in my 20s that I noticed that more and more grown men and women were playing video games well into their 30s. But I never felt the need to buy the next best gaming system. I felt like it was time to move on, time to grow up. But I was probably in the minority. Skip forward to when my son got his first Xbox. I would watch him play, and it blew my mind. It wasn't like a video game at all. It was like total submersion into another world. Making it even better, it's socially interactive. Video games aren't just entertainment, they're reshaping the way we interact with the world. This is how younger people are talking now. Is it a waste of time? Well, I don't know. And I'm not making this video to bless or curse gaming or to add my 2 cents. When I was growing up, it was all about television and movies. Families sat around for hours in front of the television, and they didn't interact at all. In some ways, I guess, I think gaming is better than just watching pictures move across the screen. Or is that a bad thing? Like I said, I don't know. I don't think anyone knows yet. When it comes to violent video games causing violent behavior, nope, I'm not on that train. And I'm not even going to address it here other than to say that people have to take responsibility for their actions. They can't blame their actions on a video game or anything else. But there are nearly 2 billion gamers around the world, which just blows my mind. Did you hear that? 2 billion gamers. That's crazy. By 2022, experts forecast that the gaming industry will produce more than $196 billion in revenue. Wow, that's a lot of money. On a recent podcast, Joe Rogan made some gamers pretty upset by saying that gaming gives people a false sense of accomplishment. I'm paraphrasing. The point Rogan was trying to make is that gamers have to spend an exuberant amount of time gaming to beat a game or to be competitive with their peers. According to Joe, you could take that same amount of time and get really good at something. I can't disagree with Joe. For example, I'm a pretty good guitar player. The ability to play the guitar has been really beneficial in my life, more than I have time to express in this video. But let's say gaming had been a thing like it is now. I don't think I would have been as good of a guitar player, because as much as I practiced, I didn't practice nearly as much as I should have practiced. I could have been an amazing guitarist if it wasn't for the distractions I gave into all the time. Maybe that's just me, but I see Joe's point. 5 years ago, instead of watching television when coming home from work, I eased my way into making videos and eventually started making video content for YouTube. Many of my peers around my same age group were gamers, and they were having a blast. 5 years later, and this little hobby has turned into a business. By the way, if you haven't already, click that like button. Anyway, to be fair, gamers start YouTube channels too. And right now, there are gamers slugging it out, working hard, and making a little bit of money doing what they love, and that's kind of cool. Here's what I know for sure. If you're 40-something or thereabouts and you're not a gamer, before you criticize gamers, be sure you're not addicted to one of those smartphone games, because those phone games aren't exactly harmless. They're far more addicting than the gaming I've been talking about in this video. Gaming isn't what it was back in the 80s or 90s. It's social, it's art, it's connection, and yes, it might also be a waste of time. But I can think of worse ways to waste time. Let's face it, we do a lot of things to deal with time one way or the other. In fact, you might be wasting time right now, and I'm thankful you're wasting it watching this video. If you're a gamer, we want to hear what you have to say, so let us hear your voice in the comments, and be sure to subscribe because this channel might be your only access to daylight for months at a time. Sometimes I'm a little shocked that people are still bumping into some of my older videos. You know, they comment and even subscribe. Some of my older videos have aged well and others not so much, but we're living in a crazy time to say the least, and I've wondered how some of the videos that I made in 2020 will hold up over time. It's been a rough year, and unless things get better after, I don't know, November, December, January, whatever, I'm not sure anyone's going to want to watch any video made in 2020, because even that last sentence is divisive in 2020, and it can be taken the wrong way or in an unintended way. If you don't get that, let me help. Some people could infer that by me saying get better in January, I'm talking about the results of the election. And if so, what do I actually mean get better? Why would it be better? In other words, who are you voting for and why do you think that would make it better? Anyway, really, I'm just kicking this can down the road. But there is an election coming up in a few months, and I'm not looking forward to the election. Where am I going with this? Well, maybe gamers have the right idea, at least for this year. They are in their own world, and in their world, it's faux pas to discuss politics and daily news because you have to focus on the game. The gaming industry is booming this year, and gamers have the time to play unlike ever before. They're buying games and all of the things that go with gaming. Hey, did you know that gamers have their own kind of a chair? Yeah, seriously, the world of gaming is huge. Anyway, listen, I'm not much of an escapist. I don't think you can run away from problems or issues. We do need to be informed and all that, but there is such a thing as too much news. You know, when I was a kid, the teacher would have us bring in newspaper articles to discuss current events. Remember newspapers? Anyway, I'm grateful for the teachers who made us do stuff like that. I love teachers. But we're addicted to the news now, and it's not even news, it's commentary. Remember when the news was just the news and comedy was just comedy? These days, comedy is news, and news is, well, comedy. And while writing this very script, the news invades my space again, forcing me to deal with more heartbreaking 2020 insanity. An explosion rocks the Middle East. It's horrific. And I have to face it. Being an adult with responsibilities, it's important that I'm informed, and these days, I find myself forming opinions before I even have all the information. My browser is working hard as I search for details and more information to find out what happened. But deep inside, I know that no amount of information I can obtain about this situation is going to change what happened and ease the suffering. Like the rest of us, after 2 hours of news and web searching, I'm overly informed and drained. No, I'm not a gamer. But I get it. At least I get what gaming would be for me. A temporary escape from the present reality into a world where I'm in complete control and my knowledge of the game and improving skills make me the master of that imaginary but very realistic realm. I understand the appeal, but problems are solved by people who engage the problem and look for solutions. There are a lot of problems right now that could really use some young, energetic problem solvers. It's likely that some of our smartest young people are in that other realm, that gaming realm, overwhelmed by the complexity of the real world. I think gaming is great, and maybe someday I'll start gaming. It seems like a lot of fun, even at my age. But I pray that as the gaming industry expands and continues to grow, that we don't become a world of alternate reality seekers. We need problem solvers and peacemakers in this reality. In the final analysis, we all need time to relax and escape. And for now at least, I'll take this. My name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. If you have time, check out some of our normal videos.